Have we done photos? Yeah.
Yeah, I had a couple of photos, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I had a couple of photos.
Instant messenger, aye.
I'll talk to Dave.
Talk about first,
That's
yeah,
right.
yeah, sweet,
okay.
that's no problem.
This is the first tonight, isn't it? You've pulled together a lot of these guys.
That's right, yeah.
And I understand you're comparing the evening film.
That's right, yeah.
I also understand you were something of a pioneer, if you like, of the sort of, you know, a lot of sort of criminal criminals in the underworld, gang members did the books and that sort of thing. But
of actually selling your past. Yeah, I've took it to another level. That's really what it is. Yeah.
How have you seen the sort of reaction of audiences and the media sort of change to it? It seems to be getting...
The message we're trying to give out to people is it might have been falsely looked at as glamorous in the past, but you can no longer live that lifestyle. And all the cameras in the streets, and you know, it's not like pitting your wits against a Sherlock Holmes policeman no more. You're trying to beat technology. You know, they're trying to take pictures of you from the fucking moon, and your phone says where you are, and camera, you know, so, and you cannot beat technology. So don't try, you know what I mean?
No, that's what interests me, because it's paradox, isn't it? You're right. What brings people to you and gigs like tonight is because they think it's glamorous, but yeah, you've got to turn that on your head, you know?
It is like I say, like knights in shining armour, there's no longer pirates, there's no more cowboys going out in the street having a draw, and there's no more gangsters going stick them up at the bank, you know, everyone pays with a cheque, there's nothing in there, you understand what I mean? And you'd get filmed, like when I was actually doing it, an old woman handed over every penny she had, and if you was unlucky that a policeman saw you, he'd chase you down the road with a fucking whistle. You know, like now you're filmed on the way in, the till flicks up in here, the copper's got machine guns, you know, it's romantic of the part. People like cowboy films, they like knights in shining armour films, they like pirate films, and they like the gangster myth. But it is, you have to let them know it is a myth. Yeah, you have to make it glamorous enough for them to actually come and listen, right? But not fall into the trap of going, hey, it's a great life to be in, because it truly isn't. You know?
Your understanding of that now seems very clear. Was that the case when you started doing it or not? Yeah, so it's changed over time, yeah?
I pioneered the whole thing, right? So at the time I was actually falsely trying to fly the flag for the bad guy. We're not really bad fellas, look at us, it's not that bad. You understand what I mean? And the older you get, the more realisation you get that people are listening to you, and you're actually falsely leading them into a way of life that they can no longer live that way of life. Yeah, you can't no longer do that. So my message has changed severely, but I can't let down. I'm not let down. I can't not be entertaining. You understand what I mean? You have to be entertaining to have your message listened to, or wrap it up in a funny story that they remember it. They could just go up there going, crime don't pay, you know, it's the wrong, you know, you have to make it a bit exciting or funny or glamorous-ish to make it listened to, you know, otherwise I'll be the same as an MP, you know. The reason.
Was that something that came naturally to you? I mean, when you started doing it?
Entertaining and I was gangster.
Really? So you naturally just get on the stage for the first time?
Yeah. Exactly. So I almost got caught on purpose because I enjoyed the courtroom, right? Entertaining. So I was a much better entertainer than I am a gangster, as you know.
And do you think, obviously, the way you approach this has changed, as you said? Do you think the media, because I was talking to Jean-Paul earlier, and he was saying the media is still very wary of publicising this sort of thing too much, with books or events like tonight. Does that frustrate you, given that now your message is a better one, you know?
Because I know what my message is. Right? It's actually good, but I completely understand it, where they would actually whitewash everyone with the same brush of going, you can't glamorise crime, let's not portray in any light, good, bad, let's just pretend it doesn't happen, you know. The problem with, like, I'll get my books published by Virgin, and they said, yes, we will still publish your books, but we cannot advertise that you've got a new book out, because the advertising of it is glamorising crime. So they will publish a book, but I'm not allowed to put a finger in the paper going, Dave's got a new book out. So it's bizarre, you understand? It's quite bizarre, because I'm actually quite real and truthful with my message. You understand? I mean, I've had to get load of me. I'm trying to glamorise Dave Courtney. I was never ever trying to glamorise crime. I was guilty of trying to glamorise Dave. yeah, and I'd have been a glamorous postman, butcher, milkman, right? You know, get hold of me, done. But because I actually know my message is quite wholesome for the youth, it then hurts me a little bit when I'm having to climb over so many walls to do it. You know, I'm actually going around all the prisons, talking to all the youths. I'm a patron of the ADHD charity. You know, I'm with Free Spirit, another charity that I'm patron of that tries to get naughty boys and girls into some kind of entertainment. You know. Which is why I'm spearheading this little group of desperados. I don't know. The Three Musketeers. I don't know. What do you call it? You know.
Okay. And have you ever had a tangible example of where you know you've made a difference? You know, any kid or something.
Very much so. Very much so. And actually knowing you've made a difference to someone's life is infectious. Right? It's like heroin, it's addictive, right? And actually seeing you've made some good, right? That alone is addictive, and it makes you, if you're a hearty person, it should actually make you aware of that you are being listened to, and you should steer them in the right way. Yeah, you know, I've still got a mountain to climb to prove to them that I'm all right, let alone trying to cure anybody else. Right? But I know I'm all right.
Can you give me any examples of individuals, or?
Because getting away with a crime at the time doesn't necessarily mean you get away with it long term. Right? Right now, I'm now paying for my past severely. Right? I can't get a licence for a cab office, I can't get a licence to have a pub, they're trying to stop me going to America, they won't put me in any films because it's glamorised. You know, and crimes I might have got away with and I thought I got away with. I'm paying severely for now, and I'm actually been able to say to the youth in the young offenders prisons, look, I would have starred in the film Lock, Stock rather than Vinnie Jones play me. I would have played me. And they done the audition for Snatch in my back garden, Guy Ritchie, but I weren't allowed to be in it because of all these things. I've made a record that sold 18,000 copies that wouldn't make the top 100 because they won't put it in. You understand what I mean? So I'm a walking, talking example of crime don't pay. You know what I mean? Like my children have sat outside courtrooms waiting for me to get 20 years. They've sat outside hospital waiting rooms with holes in my body where I've been shot. You know, it isn't. Because I'm not a policeman that's took my tie off and took my jacket off and trying to say, don't do this. Well, the kids that have actually done it will look at him and go, well, you've never sniffed a bag of glue and nicked a car, so how the fuck can you tell me not to do it? You don't know what the buzz is. Me actually telling them, I know they're listening, and I'm not a do-gooder. Like, oh, don't do that. They know I've actually done it and more. Well, so if I'm saying, well, don't do that because that happens, and I'm not sitting there, I don't expect you to listen to me and I'm going to change your fucking life. But if one of you just goes, well, he's not lied about anything else, no, that's a win. And actually stopping someone going to prison is fucking horny. Actually feeling like, yes, it's like, I don't know, it's addictive, it's a nice feeling. It's nice to be nice. Nice to be important, but important to be nice. That's my saying, right? That's my saying to everyone. Nice to be important, but important to be nice.